From a mistake that only noobs make in Legendary Block Dash to an ability that only noobs will use, these are 13 mistakes only noobs will make in Stumble, guys. How many will you make? Okay, so starting with the first mistake that only noobs make in Stumble, guys. In part 1 of this video, I went over 13 things only pros do, and we started in Block Dash in that video. So today we will be starting in Block Dash as well for 13 mistakes only noobs make in Stumble, guys. But the first mistake that all noobs make in Stumble, guys, is doing a clutch but forward. That is the dumbest way to do a clutch in the entire world. I mean, as you can see, I literally missed my first attempt. I never miss clutches when I go backwards first. And in this video, you don't need to get mad at me for what I say, because this is all based on my opinion. You need to just learn from this video. If you forward clutch, this is your sign to start going backwards before you do the clutch. Oh, here we go again. A forward clutch. Only noobs make this mistake. Yeah, bro, you cannot forward clutch. If you still do that in 2025, please do something else. Go backwards and do a side clutch. Literally anything. But let's move to the next one and see how many mistakes you make. Okay, for the second mistake that only noobs make in Stumble, guys, this is something that I see all the noobs doing. I don't know what it is, but noobs are obsessed with staying on the outer ring of Laser Tracer no matter what. Like, I'm not saying they have to be on the yellow right here, but they are like around the edge right here, which is kind of funny because the edge is the worst part to be because you have no room. As you can see to the right of me, there's literally nothing. If I were to stand in the middle of Laser Tracer, look at how much room I have to go. I can go literally left, right, middle, right, up, down, diagonal. If you make that mistake as a noob, this is your sign to change your playstyle and play more in the middle. But let's move into the third mistake that noobs make in Stumble, guys. This one's crazy. Okay, for the third mistake only noobs make in Stumble, guys. If you guys didn't see part 1 of this video, I included something that only pros do in this map. So the one that noobs do is the complete opposite. And the thing that only noobs do is they stay on the ship until it sinks. I cannot stress how bad that is. As you can see, the good player is going down and getting position early. This guy already has the advantage in the entire game because he's on the barrels early. That guy just died. As you can tell, that's a prime example. Both of the people that stayed on the ship are dead. The person that got off of it immediately is still alive. Oh my god. That literally proves that that is a mistake that only noobs make in Stumble, guys. Staying on the Sharkmuda ship. I had to include this in the video for the fourth mistake only noobs make. I would say 99% of my viewers would agree with this take, and the 1% lightning mains would get very mad. But for the fourth one, if you use the lightning ability, I'm sorry, bro. You either are trying to be annoying or you are just a noob. And like I said, this video is your sign. If you main the lightning ability, swap it out for something else and let all of the other Stumble Guys community play the game normally. Please and thank you. That is the fourth mistake only noobs make. I'm not even going to equip it. I never upgraded the lightning in my entire life. It was automatically at level 9. Okay, for the fifth mistake that only noobs make in Stumble, guys, we are in the map of Bot Bash. And if you guys know, I am very good at Bot Bash. I got a 4-minute, 22-second run with Emmy Stars just a few days ago. But I'll probably show you guys an example of all my Discord members in here and what they are doing wrong. You can see one thing that every player is doing except that yellow guy right there. They are all spamming jump. You do not want to jump at all in Bot Bash until you have to. Like, obviously, you can jump when you're getting absolutely cornered or you need to jump over the paint, but do not jump when you're just in the middle of nowhere like this. The reason why is whenever you jump and hit a bot at the same time, this is what happens right here. You get sent up into the sky like that. If you just stand still and save your jump, it is a lot better outcome. So as you can see, he jumped and look what happened. I'll play the clip back right now, slow-mo. As you can see, I'm gonna outlive this guy because he's spamming jump and I am just not jumping at all until I have to. So obviously when all the paints come around, I'm gonna have to jump over it a couple times. Okay, that's just unlucky. Oh my god, that is the most... Bro, I did not need to jump over that paint. I could have stayed on the right side and just kept saving my jump. But I promise you, that is a mistake that noobs make. You do not want to spam jump and Bot Bash. Okay, for the sixth mistake that only noobs make in Stumble, guys, we are in the map Bombardment. And this mistake is more known by the popularity, unlike the last mistake in Bot Bash, where the players did not know that it was actually not better to jump. But in Bombardment, I would say majority of the players know not to do this, but I'm going to show you what the mistake is and what you should avoid. Most noobs actually tend to go onto a red block in the corner of nowhere, which I have no idea why they think that is better. As you can tell, it's the same thing in Laser Tracer. If you are in the middle like this, you have literally all even sides around you. If you go to a red box in the corner, and watch how I will lose before all of these other players. And look, they are all, bro, They aren't even following me. They are all getting together because they know it is better to stand completely away from all the boxes. As you can see, somehow, oh my god, and I think my time's over. And, okay, there we go. I'm officially out. As you can see, that was kind of crazy though, how I almost outlived them. That usually never happens. But let's move into the 7th mistake that only noobs make. These are gonna get a little bit more harsh now, and do not get mad at me, promise. All right, for the 7th mistake, I feel like this is going to be a harsh truth for a lot of my viewers. I'm not even going to lie. This might not even be something that you guys do on purpose because you like a noob. This is something that happens to even pros very rarely, but it does happen sometimes because sometimes you are just in a panic situation and you have no idea what to do. But we have to wait for a certain formation in Legendary Block Dash. So once that formation comes, I will show you guys a crucial mistake that almost every player has made, and especially noobs make this mistake because they don't even know how the interaction works. Okay, so the mistake that all noobs make is they hit the middle of the spikes right here. As you can see, they hit the middle and then they go right into the lasers. And I feel like most of you guys knew that was a thing, but most noobs had no idea that hitting the spike is what causes the death majority of the time when they go sideways. I've seen so many people have that happen to them and they're like, what killed me? Okay, for the 8th mistake that only noobs make and stumble, guys, we are going through these very quickly. I hope so far in the video you guys have learned from one of your mistakes. That's the whole point of the video. Learn from some of the bad plays that you make, and sometimes you have to admit that you do the wrong things. And if you have learned from your mistakes, please subscribe and like if you're enjoying so far. But this next one is very, very bad. But as you can tell, the wind is on right now, and most noobs don't even think about the wind, and they don't think it's a big factor at all, because when you're not moving, the wind hardly does anything. That's how slow you move with the wind. It's very, very minimum. But I'll show you guys when the map gets a little bit harder, the biggest mistake that noobs make in SpongeBob Dash. It is terrible. Basically, if you set off a TNT, for example, one right here, and you hit it, you are going to die no matter what. That's exactly what will happen. And I don't think most noobs realize that. If you hit a TNT on the side of the map where the wind is aiming to, so if the wind is aiming right, like the last clip, and you hit a TNT on the right, there is nothing you can do to survive. You are immediately dead no matter what. If you set off TNT in SpongeBob Dash, get behind the TNT, move wherever it can out of the explosion area. As you can see, Matt, a pro player, just got hit by the TNT and he went into the lasers. He couldn't do anything. There was nothing you can do to save yourself if you get hit by TNT and the wind is on. That was an amazing showcase right there. Okay, for the 9th mistake, this one is very bad. It's in the map Block Dash Endless. Now, if you guys did not know, when the waves first start, the blocks actually move slower. So it is 20,000 times harder to clutch, as you're going to be able to see right here. 3 people missed a normal clutch. Now, you have to be very precise with it, but let's do it again. Let's see. That guy just missed the clutch, and that guy missed the clutch. In a normal Block Dash lobby, 5 people from my Discord are all hitting their clutches, but noobs do not know that the start of Block Dash Endless is actually harder. And I'm not going to call people in my Discord bots, but they have no idea. They say, holy cell, bro. L ping, you saw US. Like, they have no idea that it is slower in Block Dash Endless. Okay, for the 10th mistake only noobs make, I had to include this in the video at some point, didn't matter which number. I know so many players that obviously are not the best at the game that are scared to take super slide skips. I'm telling you right here, if you don't take any skips in super slide, a literal bot will beat you. The mistake that all of them do is they literally just go down the slide. I understand how you're new to the game, you don't know how to do all of the mechanics, but that skip is so easy. You just get on the side of the wall and you just make one jump. That's all you have to do. And also, I can just do a 2-in-1, and noobs do not do this skip. They go under and they go the complete wrong and long way. Minus is like 10 seconds from their total time. If you're watching this video and you do one of those 2 things, this is your sign to actually start practicing the skips. It takes about 10 minutes to practice all the skips in Super Slide, and you will immediately start getting better at them. Okay, for the 11th mistake only noobs make and stumble, guys. This is a map that is very hard for noobs to process, and that's just the truth. But one thing that all the noobs do is they do not look at the patterns. You want to jump on one that just came back up. So this purple one right here, I'm going to immediately jump on this one, and this one is going to be safe at least for one more rotation. I'm pretty sure it'll even be safer right here. Yeah, it's even safer right here. So now I'm going to jump on green, and that is literally the best thing to do in the entire game. Purple will not go down again after it just went down, and that's very good to know for the start of the game. So I'm going to jump on yellow right here, and of course, as the map progresses, it will get harder, and honestly, I can't help you with skill just in the map in general, but you will see as the map progresses, I won't show the entire thing. It will get harder, and it will get a lot faster. Okay, well, my Discord killed me, but let me show you guys an example. Now, he just jumped on the blue, and now blue is immediately gonna go back down. So this works for about a minute 45 until it starts getting very hard. Obviously, the map has to progress in some way, so it's not able to stay like that for all the new players, but that's a very good tip to know to at least outlive half of the lobby. All right, for the 12th mistake, we are actually in the newest map, and I played a lot of Honey Drop Legendary, and there's one crucial mistake that you should never use in this map. So in the map, it's basically an upgraded version of Honey Drop. There's actually a new character in it, which is a flying bee, and the one mistake people do not do is they have no idea how this bee works. This one, you can actually jump on top of it and bounce on it, but if you just outrun it, you can actually use it in your advantage. So hold on, can I jump on it? Okay, hold on. Oh my god, no, oh my god. Okay, so that was the best example I could have gotten. As you can see, I was not scared of the bee. I was using it in my advantage. But like I said when I was at the top, you're not able to jump on it forever because the fact that it flies away after a certain period of time. But we are finally in to the final mistake that all noobs make, and this is the worst one in the entire game. Okay, and for the final mistake, we all have that one noob friend in Block Dash teams that does this right here. They immediately die. They always are spectating in Block Dash teams, and they have that one friend that always has to carry them. Okay, we finally got revived, but because I am a noob, I'm just gonna go right back into the laser, and I'm just relying on my teammate to just carry me to the end. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have a friend that does this in Block Dash teams that is just absolutely selling you 24/7. Because I know I've definitely had a few teammates that are just terrible when it comes to Block Dash teams. But that is going to be the end of this video. If you all did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments how many of these things apply to you. I feel like some people are gonna lie and say they do 0 of these things, but come on, you at least have to do 1. And if you're a newer player, I'm really curious to see how much of these things you will do. Let me know if you are going to learn from your mistakes in this video, because that was the entire point of this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.